Hey guys, welcome to the show. I hope you're having an awesome day. Trey's here, I think. I don't even know anymore. I don't pay attention.
You better pay attention.
Who pays attention to anything?
You better pay attention to something.
Should I? I don't know if I should pay attention to anything.
Well, you should pay attention to our show that's about to start.
Oh, well, that it started now. You think that
Technically, I mean, I guess it is starting. It's it's kind of we're winding in. You know what I'm saying? We're starting it up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway,
there you go. Cool. All right. Well, Trey, do you want to play me a beat?
I can.
Saber.
The beat.
Beat
No,
Saber.
I'm just gonna beatbox now.
Okay, here I go again. I gotta do it forever, but I know that I'll win. I know that some days ain't better when my friend. You know what I'm saying when I give in again. Oh, here we go, cause I feel the flow. I'm out of control, out of my mind. I don't know. Yo, what am I doing if I beat? If I know I can't even do, I see. Yes, sirree, big boy. Gotta feel my life and my heart and my joy. You know that I break it all time, all today. Sitting here with my homeboys, hey. Now we gotta go, cause I'm not afraid of your little pain, cause you're stuck in my brain. Maintain games, lyrically, hey. Here we go, wow, way. Like the wild west, I flap. Then I gotta break down, then I gotta rap. You know what I'm doing, cause homeboy, I track. Now we gotta get it forever I get back. Oh no. Yeah, that's a wrap. That wasn't bad today, Trey. I think I did okay.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
Yeah.
We got
You wanna
6
press
seconds.
the intro for the thingy?
Yeah, I can. In 3, 2, 1.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you.
Well, hello guys.
Gang.
Welcome to the show. I hope you're having an awesome day. Hi, Mike. Thanks for
Hey.
hanging out with us today.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, we really appreciate it. Hi, Trey. I see
Yeah,
we're
what's up,
pressing
man?
buttons at the same time.
Per usual, we need to work that
Du-
out. It's okay.
Double producing in the place to be. And there it is. So that is great to see everybody. And it's time, Trey. It's time for headline of the week.
Ooh, okay, cool. I would prefer you went ahead first.
Yeah. Yeah, that is no problem. I spent way more money than I should have in Japan.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I got punched in the face by something you can't see.
Okay. All right. What do you
That's
got?
my
You got something
that's my
for us,
highlight.
Mike?
I'll explain it here in a second.
I finally, after like 2 months, got my new business cards in.
There it is. All right.
Yeah.
So mine is I decided earlier this week I had some tasty steaks and I was gonna make ramen with them, and I was like, but I went to my regular store and they didn't have them. So there's a really cool like Japanese grocery store by my house, and so it's like going in Japan, like the music and
And you
everything
got
just-
grade A Wagyu.
I didn't get Wagyu. I that was not where my money was spent, but my money
That's a
was
lot of money,
spent
man.
on miso and bento and handashi and all the stuff to make a nice broth for
Okay.
ramen. So and I was planning on to spend like $10, and I'm spending like $30, and so I mean, not terrible. All those things will last me like months. The amount of handashi and miso will just sit in your refrigerator for years.
Right. Matter of fact, I think I had some at one point. Someone probably threw it away.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be in the fridge now, but it's probably gone because people clear out the fridge. Anyway, that's dope. But so you went shopping while hungry. Is basically
No,
what you're saying.
I wasn't. I had just eaten, but I was in
Oh.
this. The problem is, I'm in this store I don't ever go to, so it's like I'm not coming back anytime soon. So I just want to
Right.
get what I needed, and I did get some snacks that were not on the budget, were not on the menu. But I was like, if they have cakes on sale, I'm gonna buy a cake. It's just how it is. So it was very fun, and I enjoyed it very much.
I mean, I
And
would have done the same thing if it was a shop I don't go to, and or well, like a grocery store rather, and it's of the Japanese culture. I'm definitely spending a ton of money in there because I love Asian food. No, so for my highlight, yeah, I got punched in the face by something invisible. So what I mean by that is I have a sinus infection. It's so I felt like trash this morning, and it felt like someone punched me in the face. And I don't know what it is with the time of the year or whatever, but I know last week I talked about COVID. Well, I think COVID left a sinus infection over because I felt weird and like the right side of my face, and I'm like, man, I don't know what I did. I'm feeling kind of like pressure and some drainage and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what's going on. So I'm pretty sure it's a sinus infection. Took some Sudafed today, and it only got worse, which is crazy. But my face was on fire, and I was not happy for about an hour and a half. But this morning I felt like trash anyway. So yeah, that's my highlight of the week, even though it's not positive.
wow, okay, what do you got for us, Mike?
Well, my highlight of the week is my business cards have been delivered but to my neighbor's house by accident twice now, right?
Oh
And
wow.
for some reason they have not just given them. They know my name, you know, like it's not a big secret, and so for some reason they just have thrown them out or done whatever with or used them. I guess I don't know. But I finally got them today after clearing everything up with the company and the shipping and everything, and my name is spelled wrong.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yep,
No.
yep. Welcome to my the life of Mike. So
I'm
that's
so
my head.
sorry, man.
That's not it's not a great headline, but you know what? It's a headline. So
How'd they spell it?
everybody puts an extra I in it. They spell it Familant.
Oh, so it's your last name. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Mike is pretty simple, I think. Yeah,
So wait, did you order them through Vistaprint or like some other
yeah.
company? And
No, it was
did you
Vistaprint, and I got to say
they
that they were really great. So
they printed them wrong?
yeah, well, no, I printed them wrong.
Oh, you I was about to say it was
Yeah,
like, was it a
no,
user error? Was it the company's
no,
fault?
no, it was my user error, and then but the shipping was the shipping people's fault. So it was like, come on, it's like,
Gotcha. Right.
I mean,
You
you know,
finally got them, but they're wrong. Okay.
it is
I'm
what it
so
is,
sorry,
right?
man.
Hey,
Right.
what are you gonna do?
Did you get a well, can you refund that? Or did you just, hey, this
No,
is
what are
not
you
how you
gonna do?
spell my last name?
No, it's hey, you know what? My fault, my bad. You know what I mean? I'll take full responsibility for that one.
Right, right. Sorry about that, man.
Hey,
At
yeah,
least you got your business cards.
yeah. Hey, I can use them for something. I can like I don't know, white out the extra I or something.
I guess, yeah. All right.
All right. So the quiz will be a little slow today. I apologize because I'm not really prepared as I want to be. But I
I mean,
have
I
some.
can stall.
I sure. Stall for just. Well, no. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to really do anything because I need to like
Okay.
write it down, and the problem is that's the time I need to not do. So
Okay.
we should be fine. I'll
I
figure
mean,
it
if you
out.
have 4 questions, it doesn't matter. So,
Yeah, it'll be great. So I think
perfecto.
I think it's quiz time.
Cool.
All right. So, Mike, this is gonna be you versus Trey. They're gonna be open-ended questions, mainly because I don't have time to give you the A, B's, and C's.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Basically,
Uh,
whoever's got the
and here's
better
the thing:
question
whoever
or
got the better
answer.
answer, like honestly, if your answer makes me laugh, then you'll get a point, even if it's not the right answer. So,
Okay, that works.
just just have fun. Don't worry about it going crazy. Trey, you want to be in the comments, by the way?
Yeah.
So, because you know, but yeah.
Oh, we got Olaf Slayer coming through on the spot. Improv is always the best.
Oh yeah, about the quiz. Well, he's been a part of a few of those last minute quizzes.
Right.
When he comes on and helps out. So, but let me get back over there. All right.
Feel free to
cool.
look at the comments because he may or may not help you throughout the time of the quiz.
Yeah. So there's a little button in here that says comments.
No,
Oh.
it's all good.
All right. All right, here we go. The first question is for Mike.
Perfect.
So, a man in 2017 used to walk 3 miles to work every day. Another man found him and gave him a ride. But later, that man got a gift. What did he get?
Which man?
The man that walked to work every day for 3 miles.
Oh, well, he probably got some new shoes.
New shoes. All right. What do you think, Trey?
I'm sorry. Say the question again.
All right. There was a man. He was walking to work 3 miles every day to work. Another man just happened to be driving around, saw him, picked him up, and gave him a ride to work. Later that day or later that week, he was able to buy him a gift. What did he buy him?
A bike.
All right. Well, a local business owner heard about it, and they pulled their money together and purchased a 2004 Toyota Camry.
Wow.
No,
I was going to say
okay.
car.
Okay. Wow.
For a year's worth of auto insurance, 2 oil changes, and $500 in gas.
Wow. That's
Wow.
insane.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I would say Mike had the better answer compared to a bike. I think shoes is a better answer.
I had
You're
a
wa- you're-
bike.
Yeah, but you're walking. How's a bike
Yeah.
going to help you if you're walking?
It would have been funny if you said Jordans. 'cause
It's
that-
travel.
Nope. I'm sorry, Trey.
It has wheels. The car has wheels.
Nope, Trey. It's 1 point for Mike. 0 points for Trey.
This is what I have to deal with, folks.
All right. So, all right. A man. All right. Here's the questions for you, Trey. A awesome pizzeria in Battle Creek, Michigan, did delivery for one of their most faithful delivery people. What is the catch? How? What was the catch? They did the delivery for their most faithful person. Why is this a different story? This is a random acts of kindness quiz. So, what do you think? Why is this different than normal?
So their favorite
Their
delivery
customer.
they did
No, their
something
favorite
cool for them.
customer, They did a delivery for them.
But there was a
How
catch.
long was the delivery, and what was the catch?
The delivery was an hour, but the catch, I don't know. The catch
Yeah.
was they still had to tip them.
All right. Yeah. What do you think, Mike?
No, he definitely. I used to be a pizza delivery driver. He definitely delivered to his own pizza party.
Delivered to his own pizza party. Wow, that's pretty good. The answer is they did a 4-hour delivery for him,
Jesus.
and the catch is they don't do deliveries.
Wow. Yo, that's
Um,
crazy. A
he had-
4-hour delivery?
Yeah, well, the customer had lived in Battle Creek like 25 years ago and absolutely loves the pizza. But the wife called the restaurant to explain the situation where the owner's 18-year-old nephew was hoping that someone would reach out to the husband, perhaps a note or something. Instead, they delivered him a pizza.
So that pizza was very cold when they got it, though, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like 4 hours away, that thing was cold hour 1. Like 30 minutes in, it's no longer hot. Like,
No. You know what? Trey, you don't get a point. Mike gets a point. It's
okay, cool, phenomenal.
2-0. All right. So now it's your turn, Mike. My son is getting his diaper changed. Hi, son.
Cool.
Hi, wife. You hear weird noises in the background. Oh, here you go. Wow, that's a good one. Here we go. In 2007, a real estate mogul in Japan decided to give away what?
Houses, obviously. Maybe
Okay.
tiny houses.
Tiny houses. What do you think, Trey?
he gave away free cars.
Free cars. All right. A second tier question is where did he give away these things?
Probably Japan, where he's at.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think, Trey?
I mean, yes, Japan, but the lesser fortunate parts of Japan.
Okay. Well, he decided
Sorry,
to
man.
This is totally wrong.
Yeah, guys.
We're
He
totally-
decided to give away 8 mansions that he built in Hawaii
Wow.
to
All right.
to homeless families in need.
Wow. That's
Um,
insane. Okay.
Tiny house was just, I had to throw that in at the end, you know.
The mansions were worth more than $5 million.
Oh. Olaf says his grandma's basement
Yeah,
is what he gave away.
That's great. But there you go. I'm sorry, I'm reading this. But yeah, so there you go. That's crazy. I apologize. I saw something insane at the end, and I was like,
Just sitting here with the crickets in the background.
all right. So Trey, this is not going well for you because easy tiny.
I think it is. It's just you choose not to give me the points. So
So
there's that.
Another point for Mike for tiny
Cool.
houses. Yeah. So last question. This is for the
Before we answer this, I want it to be on the record how I actually give Jason points. He just doesn't end up winning. In this case, he doesn't give me anything. Anything. Jason's almost won quizzes before, but he doesn't give me jack squat. Ooh. That sounds like something we might talk about today. Anyway, just wanted to go on the record and say that.
I think Olaf agrees with you.
Yeah, it is rigged. No, I mean, they all are. I mean, this one is. So continue, Jason, with your final question
No,
that you're
Trey,
not going to give to me.
You're not trying hard enough for these answers.
Oh, I'm trying very hard. It's just really hard to answer these open-ended questions that
Yeah,
make absolutely no sense.
I apologize. I told you that this quiz might not go well.
It's okay.
It's
sensational.
Sensational.
Here you go. Question 4. Who's this for, Mike or Trey? I forget now.
Just go with Mike because it doesn't matter.
All right, go with Mike. In 2017, a little girl helped brighten strangers' days with random notes that she handed out. I have no idea what this quiz is. I said
I'm
the
so
question.
sorry, Mike.
I said the thing, and I didn't.
Come on, Jason, let's go.
Did a little girl give people, and I said notes. So yeah, there's that.
I mean, we don't know what's on them.
Yeah, I don't know what's on them either. So it's
Oh my God.
it's fine. I'm losing it today. And one last question, so I can finish this terrible quiz on my end. This is why Trey does the quizzes. So, because he actually knows what he's doing. And I'm still looking.
Bro, literally just give us, doesn't even have to do with random acts of kindness. Just give us a question. Doesn't
All
matter.
right, here's the question. Oh, this is a good question.
Perfect.
What year was the first known Bigfoot sighting?
Wow. Okay.
Oh.
I don't know the answer to this question.
Mike?
I don't know.
Mike might be given a run for his money.
Yeah. I got nothing. I mean, Native Americans is the first known, like, recorded. So that's going back a ways.
I'm looking this up. I did not think about the
Well,
answer.
if you're thinking about it, if we're talking about, if you actually mean Sasquatch or you mean ape-like being that is 8 feet plus tall, the Yeti is in the Himalayas. And I mean, hey, I don't know. We're talking about monsters. I mean,
No, I'm saying the word Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
1972. Haha.
1972.
Oh no.
I'll go with
think
1870.
it was actually earlier than that.
Yeah, I was thinking way back, but whatever.
Oh, on me.
You're saying 1960s?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had one.
Yeah.
I had an answer, and now the answer's disappeared.
Oh my god.
This is not going well for me today. There it is. All right.
Olaf saying the video wasn't that 1970s.
Video was, yeah.
Here we go. All right. So what were my years again? Give me some years.
Mike said 1972. I said 18 something.
Okay. Well, the origin of the name Bigfoot was in 1958.
Cool.
And so, they discovered a set of large, 16-inch human-like footprints sunk in the deep within the mud of, in California, and that's when they came up with the name Bigfoot. So,
Dope.
1958, and guess what? The closest to that would be 1962. Mike has swept the quiz.
Cool. Congratulations.
He wins.
Now, I have to tell you, Mike, you gave me a run for my money, but Jason literally gave me no points at all. I don't remember the last time I never gave Jason points.
Yeah, there's probably some extreme bitterness for
saying.
On my end.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I understand.
It's payback. Gotcha.
I probably should have given you the first point. I was being
like
bitter at the moment. Oh, Mike has quit. Mike is done being on the show.
He might have lost connection. I don't know what just happened. Okay. Well,
so, there
he is. I got him.
All right. Would you just
we
give
lost
up?
you for a second.
You were like, I'm done with these guys.
No.
It's all he came for was the quiz. He's like, dude,
That
I
was
trashed
it.
Trey. I'm done.
Sorry about that, guys.
No, all good, man. You're still here.
So. We've done that so many times. Like,
Oh,
I'll be
yeah.
like in the middle of conversation
And there's
with somebody,
Trey.
and then just pop off and like, what is going on, Jason? So good job, Trey.
All right, sweet. What's Mike here for today, Jason?
Well, when I asked Mike what we could do for a better year, I added the exploring and random acts of kindness. Why, Mike, do you think that we have to have random acts of kindness and exploring to make for a better year?
All right. Well, here's my thing, right? I put the two together. So if like one person can just do one good thing for somebody else each day, like imagine like exponentially how much like happier we all would be. Like that's just my cheers, yeah. That's just my
I think we literally just did that simultaneously. I'm sorry. That was crazy. Continue, Mike. I'm sorry.
I was like, where was the invite?
Mike,
I mean, geez.
Mike, we're not playing the drinking game.
I'll call it out throughout the show, and that's when we all take a swig. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, Mike. Continue.
But that's I think that would just be, if everybody could do that, it'd just be, the world would be so much of a better place. And exploring, that's my whole big thing for like getting behind making the show that I made about Bigfoot was just to get people outside and off the couch and into nature. That's my big thing. Everybody's too connected, as the three of us sit in front of a computer screen, but
right.
As it is in general, I think people need to get outside and explore more.
That makes sense. I feel like that's an important thing. Why do you think that random act of kindness is such something that you feel like I know that you just like taking care of people, but have you ever had anybody? There you go. Have you had anybody ever do a random act of kindness for you?
Yeah, I mean, one that just like off the top of my head, and I was a volunteer EMT for my town up here for a long time, and I was in the first response unit, and I was in the Burger King drive-through, and someone bought my meal that was in front of me. That was like really cool, totally random act of kindness. And so me not, they just did it because they saw, me being a, volunteer EMT or whatever, but I don't want, pass it along type of thing. And I did that for the next person. Hopefully they did that for somebody else. And, how many days that could have made would it, just to see how many smiles that could have brought would be, totally cool.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's
awesome.
so cool. It makes you feel better about yourself, right?
100%. And the thing is, you don't even want to like, I don't like to tell people when I do good things. Like it's just like
Right.
I just like
It's
to
for
think
me.
about it, like and just get that little smile when I'm having a bad day or something like that. Be like, oh yeah, I did that. That was kind of cool.
I really appreciate that, man. I think about the stuff I've done, and honestly, I don't want to tell people. Like I don't want to toot my own horn. I don't want to make
Yeah.
myself look better or
Oh,
whatever. I
wow.
think it. What?
Sorry, keep going. No, I didn't understand this comment, and now I do, and that's pretty awesome. All right, go. Keep going.
Oh wow, that's insane.
Yeah, we should put it up there now.
Yeah. Pop it up. I won't touch it. Work a drive through. The longest line
Oh.
I had was 15 cars. Dude, that's insane. So like
Well,
15
no.
cars paying it forward.
Yeah, that's
That's cool. That's cool.
So it made everyone's day for sure. Now here's the kicker. One of those cars ordered a ton of food. And they're like, yeah, I'll pay for it. It's like they have like a family full, just like a minivan full of kids, and they're like, yeah, it's $60. And it's like all you were ordering was like a double cheeseburger, and you're like, that's hilarious. No, but yeah, man, I remember one very specific moment when my mom actually, it was in the 90s, and there was a guy who was on the side of the road and very, very popular intersection in Louisville. And he just wanted food. And so she whipped the car around, went to either Burger King it was Burger King. And we got him like a Whopper, a fry, drink, some chicken nuggets. And literally he came up and like his face lit up. I mean, like it wasn't, and it sucks to say this, but I know that there's some people that panhandle that are kind of not bumming the system,
That's
but like it's their job. Like, but this guy really needed help, and his face lit up, and he's like, "Thank you so much. I haven't eaten all day. Like, I actually, I don't know. I don't know when the last time he ate. Matter of fact, I don't know what he said. He just said, thank you so much. He didn't take the Coke. He just wanted the food, and he was so happy and excited. And it was really something. And I've helped people out in the past before, and it makes you feel better. And I really appreciate you bringing that up. So that's really cool, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
I once had somebody buy me 4 tires for my car.
Wow.
Like I was going to a wedding and my tire blew out, and but then I had to get a flight. So my friend picked me up, dropped me off at the airport, and when I came back, my car had brand new tires.
Wow.
I was like, "Oh, y'all didn't have to do that."
He probably saw that the other 3 were dry rotted, and the last one was probably.
They were.
Wow.
Remember, I've been a rapper. I've been a not making much money rapper for my whole life. So I've never been able to get a brand new things until I got married, and then my wife figured out how to budget. Or I learned how to budget because of my wife. And now I get nice things all the time. It's cool.
Yeah, I think random acts of kindness are really cool, man. What do you think is what made you feel the best? Like, what was the moment like that you helped somebody out and you're like, man, I wish I had all the money in the world to help somebody out. Like, what was that moment for you? Or what, you know what I'm saying? Like that one memory that you remember that I'm glad that I did this.
Oh, all right. Well, so back to when I was in EMT, and this is a really cool story, so I'll tell it real quick though.
Sure.
Back when I was in EMT, my mom got into an accident in town, a little minor accident, and she's like, "Hey, Mike, can you go down to the police station to get the accident report?" I said, absolutely, no problem. I'm driving down there, and an ambulance call goes out at the police station for a CPR in progress. So I'm like, oh, 2 birds, 1 stone. Let me grab the ambulance, and I'll take care of that, and then I'll get the police report. We ended up shocking this poor guy. Shocking, I mean like AED,
Right.
CPR type of thing. Yeah, like a lot of times, more than anybody should ever be shocked.
Oh wow.
It's a very traumatic event, but anyways, he ended up living, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
That doesn't happen often. It's like, super cool. Anyways, so like 2 weeks later, then after that call, I went down to the police department, And I was like, hey, I'm here for my mom's accident report. Hey, wasn't that crazy? Oh my God. And everybody's like, yeah, that was so crazy. Do you know who that was? And I'm like, no, I have no idea. Some old guy. And the clerk was like, no, that's the guy that hit your mom. He was here to pick up the accident report. It's like, whoa, okay,
The guy that you that brought back to life?
yeah,
Holy
yeah,
crap.
yeah.
Yo.
So fast forward 2 weeks, right? And we get a call for chest pain, and I'm there, and I'm doing my thing. When did it start? What's the last? Blah 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 blah. And he stopped answering questions, and he looked at me, and he said, uh, uh, "Thank you." And I said, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You were there that day." And I'm like, "What are you talking?" I'm like, "This guy's now delusional. Now I got to take him.
Right.
Now I have another issue to deal with." And he's like, "You were there that day at the police station." And I looked at him, and it was the same guy, dude. It was the
Wow.
same guy. That was talk about an act of kindness that if I could replicate that, oh my God, that was the coolest feeling. And I still get goosebumps still telling the story. But that was the coolest thing that's ever happened to me, by far, hands down.
Wow.
That's super, super cool, man.
Yeah. I don't tell that often, so.
Well,
That's awesome, man.
We appreciate it. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, one of the reasons that you're on the show, Mike, not just because you're a cool guy, but you have your own YouTube or your own show that you made called "The Shadow with a Big Red Eye." I said that right, yes. And
just a quick applause. Jason, just giving him some kudos.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes I mess that all up, so I'm
It's
very
your
proud.
and we're like, I don't know what you said, Jason. We don't know.
Which is where you explore New Jersey looking for Bigfoot, which is pretty cool. How did you get into Bigfooting?
Yeah. Well, it actually started off for me all in Florida back in 2011. Me and my friend were camping with some other Bigfoot people. First time ever that I've ever been camping. But
oh wow, okay.
Yeah. I know.
That's a weird thing to do.
That's a fun first camping experience.
So the backstory is I was working in Sarasota at a beach resort, right? I was watching Finding Bigfoot on TV, and I was bored. So I went on their website, and they said, "Oh, you can go look for Bigfoot." And I was engaged at the time. So I was like, "Oh, hun, this is going to be the coolest thing to do before we get married. Let's go and look for Bigfoot,"
Right.
And we broke up, and the tickets were non-refundable. So,
oh, I'm so sorry, man.
So I move up to Tampa, and I get a job working on the ambulance for the city. And this thing is coming up in like 2 weeks, right? So I'm working with this person who I've worked with like a total of 12 hours, one shift, and he's my best friend to this day. But I go up to him on my second shift, in the morning of my second shift with him. I said, "Jimmy, this is gonna sound really weird, but I got these tickets to look for Bigfoot up in North Florida. You want to come with me?" And he just kind of turned at me and gave me this kind of like weird kind of thing. He's like, "I've always wanted to do that." And we are best friends to this day.
That's awesome.
So,
man.
Yeah. Anyways, fast forward, we get up there to North Florida, and we camped kind of far away from everybody because there's a lot of people there. There was like 60 people there, and it's all this through this Bigfoot organization, and you pay a lot of money, yada yada yada. But we were like, these people are like kind of weird, so we're gonna camp.
Sure.
Not realizing that we were doing the exact same thing. Anyways, but we decided let's camp a little bit further away. So we were like 30, 40 yards from everybody, and we had our own little like fire thing, and nothing happened the entire trip. So it was the last night, and me and Jimmy, we were up watching a meteor shower, because we were both from we were both from the city. So like I was used to seeing the stars being from New Jersey, where I am at now, but living in the city of Tampa, it was kind of, I couldn't see much.
Right.
So it was nice. We were just talking, hanging out, and we hear these tree knocks, one in one direction and one in the other direction, and that's something that Bigfoot are supposedly known to do, or is like knocking on a tree. And I think they actually clap. I don't think they knock on anything. I think they clap, and it just sounds like a knock. But so we hear one, and I'm like, oh, these people, nothing happened this trip. We paid a lot of money. These
Right.
people are, got it. And then we hear another one in the totally opposite direction. I'm like, these people are pretty good. That's how, that's how they can get these people coming back and whatever. And then it started to get weird because like a rock was thrown and it landed like 5 feet from our camp, but it's like fist size. So we're talking not huge, not small, but you hear it come down through the canopies. It's a whole pine forest, and I'm actually going camping there. I'm going to be there in exactly 2 weeks from now, and I'm I'm already nervous. Like I already feel like just talking about it, I feel my heart going because I've never been back there. This will be my first time back there.
Oh wow.
But so the rock got thrown, and then like 4 rocks over the next like 10 minutes came and landed 5 to 10 feet from us. And right after the first rock, again, this is my first time ever camping. So my buddy,
Perfect.
he was like, well, Mike, if you want to go sleep in the car. And before he could finish the sentence, I was just running, scrambling, sleeping bag and everything. And then he finally talked some sense into me, and it was like, Mike, this is why we're here. This is, this is what Bigfoot are supposed to do. They're supposed to do the tree knocks and throw rocks and stuff. I said, okay. So we then those other rocks came, and then Jimmy was like, I'm going to throw a rock back at it. And I said, I don't think that's a good idea.
Nope.
Because we're looking at two things here, right? We're looking at a person or a Bigfoot.
Right.
Negative.
Let's not throw a rock at either.
Both are negative outcomes, So after he throws a rock back at it, I knew it wasn't a person because like a laptop-sized boulder landed like 5 feet from us, again, coming crashing through the trees.
Bro.
So then that started the interest, which turned into a passion, turned obsession, and now here we are, 12 years later.
Mike, I want to tell you one thing right now is that you're not a normal person.
Oh,
if a normal person went camping for the first time and a laptop-sized boulder was thrown at them, they would never camp ever again.
Yeah.
Again.
You're not the first nor the last. I could put you in a line of all my exes that say the same thing, so it's quite okay.
Well, I have to say that is one of the coolest stories I've heard, because obviously if it's a laptop-sized boulder, sure, someone could have thrown it, but I mean, we're talking about a boulder.
So we did the measurements the next day because we wanted to be all scientific and stuff, right? So the closest that the whatever it could have been, because again, we like heard it come through the trees,
right?
And we were on like this little kind of like knoll area, so there was a little stream below us. Anyways, 75 yards is the absolute closest that thing could have been, whatever was throwing that object. So I don't know, my little going joke is I don't think Nolan Ryan was out in the woods hanging out with us in the middle of the Florida Panhandle at 4 o'clock in the morning, So dude. I don't know, that makes you go,
One thing, Mike, though, I bet you never checked that. I bet if you search that date, you find Nolan Ryan was sleeping in that camp.
I bet you he was. I bet you he was on that trip with us. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably was.
You don't know that Nolan Ryan isn't a big Bigfooting guy. You don't know that.
This is true. This is 100% true. I'll have to get in contact with him.
You need to look up your research before you say things like that. Let's go,
dude. I want to keep hearing the stories. Tell me more. Like I know how many. I don't know. I guess would you call them hunts? How many hunts have you been on?
Yeah, we don't call them hunts. We call them more expeditions because we're not really.
I was going to say expeditions.
Yeah, we're not out to kill the thing. Some people are. I mean, some people are though, really. And it's
Hunt is to find, not to kill.
Yeah, to research more so.
Right, correct.
I can't tell you hundreds easy.
Wow.
Oh yeah. That's kind of like my thing. During the summer, I go out every other weekend, pretty much.
So where have you been that has seen the most activity, and in those spots, tell me your craziest stories. Maybe
Whitehall.
just a few.
Okay.
I
Whitehall,
wish you
New
could tell me
York
them
was
all.
really cool. Up in Whitehall, New York was really cool. My team was surrounded by Bigfoot. There was like 3 of them. And I wasn't there. I was on the other team, so I can't really like describe, but we all got it on voice recorder and it was all filmed and everything. So it's kind of cool. You can almost like feel
Dude.
like you're there. But you hear it. It's on my YouTube channel. You can hear it, but it's like 3D, like rocks being thrown, and you can hear footfalls and branches being broken. But the audio is so crystal clear. Like if you have good audio, you could hear like you're just sitting there. It's really cool. So that was insane. That was crazy. I've gotten some vocalizations up in the Catskill Mountains up in New York State, in my backyard in the Kittatinny Mountains in New Jersey, Northwest New Jersey. Gotten some great vocalizations, but just going all over is really cool too. I've been Florida to Michigan to Maine to Kentucky to everywhere.
The 502. Kentucky. That's my area
Oh,
code. Sorry.
there you go.
From
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Yep.
That what were some of the stories from Kentucky?
Actually was I got sick while I was down there. I was in Daniel Boone, and I explored Red River for a while and 2 days, and then I think I ate some undercooked burger.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was, and that kind of I stayed down there an additional day, and then finally I was like, you know what, I'm going to cut my losses and headed back up. But I plan on getting down there soon. I'm not exactly sure when, but there's actually another special little secret project I'm doing, and that is in Louisville.
Oh,
So,
okay. That's exactly where I'm from.
Perfect. We'll
That's
talk.
awesome, man. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Trey's available if you need a beatboxer.
Yeah, if you need some vocalizations, I might be able to copy them. I'm not a mimic, but I'll try. No, that's super cool, man.
Trey, really? You're gonna say vocalizations? So then Bigfoot's gonna want to come hang out with you? That seems like a terrible idea.
That's why we do vocalizations.
Come on, Jason, didn't you do your research?
You both know I didn't do my research. I was too busy working on cool graphics. I don't have time. I don't have time to research things, Trey.
See, and that's why they bring me into the show, folks. Hi, my name is Trey Stoneburner, and I actually so Louisville. So I actually love the Gorge. Has there been prime sightings there? I know there's quite a few stories in Kentucky, but tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah. Oh, there's been plenty of sightings in the Gorge and in Daniel Boone itself. It's kind of like a hot spot there. In the central region, I forget what they call it, but the central region of the park there has been a big hot spot along the ridges going up the Appalachian there. Yeah,
dude, that's super cool, man.
Yeah, there's one story about it was in Daniel Boone. I'm not sure exactly where, but I think it was in Red River. About how the cabin, this guy's cabin, was just constantly attacked. Like one night. He was deep in so he lived somewhere really deep, like 3 hours outside of like civilization, and his cabin was just like ransacked one night. Like boulders were hitting it and stuff. That's a story. I don't know how true it is,
Right. What sorry, Jason, I'm asking all these questions.
You're fine. This is why he's here.
For an expedition, what is the process? What do you do?
Before
what do you take?
Finish that question,
okay.
One of the things that Mike did in 2018 was actually put together a docu series called Squashables, which is actually a Bigfooting 101. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's it's my YouTube series, and we actually just made it, put it on DVD, which is really cool.
Oh, wow.
But it's just like because instead of paying a lot of money to go on my first expedition, I would have loved to pick up a DVD and say, hey, here's how you go Bigfooting. And instead of it, it proportionally costs less than going out. But I think also it's a safety factor too, because you're going out in the woods with people who you don't know, and I think that's a really, throws up some red flags too. So I
Oh,
go
yeah.
over kind of like the basics of how to get into Bigfooting, and then how to do some cool stuff too, like how to cast Bigfoot tracks and what kind of stuff to have in your backpack and evidence collecting stuff, and then the whole bunch of other stuff, everything you can imagine. Tactics about how to go in the woods at night and look for Bigfoot. Everything's pretty much covered, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's called Squatchables. It's like a Bigfoot 101 type thing.
Wow. That's super, super cool, man.
Does that answer your question? If you want to add any to that question, you can. I just thought that would be a fun thing to make.
No, I mean, I was gonna say, kind of describe that, like Sasquatching 101. Where you got your start? Just a cliff notes for those who are watching right now.
Yeah. So like when I think your kind of previous question was like how do I go about an expedition? And
Right. Yeah.
that's a really good question. So for me, and I don't advise anybody getting into Bigfooting to do this, but for me, I don't look at areas of reported activity or sightings or anything like that. I look at areas where I'm not going to have cell phone service. And
wow.
yeah, because one, people aren't there, which is great. And two, it's a vacation for me. And even though like I'm an EMT, I hate people. So it's great to it's great to just be able to
least you're
disconnect,
honest.
kind of like what I was saying before, is to be able to disconnect for a while and get off the grid. And then from there is we do like day hikes, and that's when we go search for any physical evidence, hair, footprints, any tree breaks, which is something that Bigfoot are supposedly known to do. And then at night, we do kind of a more interactive approach where we go out and do some basically do things that would try to attract Bigfoot to us, whether it be kind of soft tree knocks, or depends on how long and obviously the scenario of what kind of, if we do vocalizations or not, or what type of vocalizations, and hope we are able to record something, either audio recording, or visually on our thermal imaging or night vision recorders.
That's so crazy, man. I mean, so out of the cryptids that there's countless, but I still have a strong feeling that if any exist, it would be Loch Ness and Sasquatch. Because honestly, we're finding out about species all the time. I mean, shoot, bugs alone, insects alone. We're still finding species of bugs. We're still finding species of fish. We know more about the surface of the moon than we do our own oceans. I mean, the insane amount of stuff that we don't know. I believe that there's still creatures out there that we just don't find, all that stuff.
We didn't discover the panda bear until recently, or the okapi, which is like this big horse thing. Like those are like not just little bugs. We're talking about mammals that are just still being discovered too. That's crazy.
I got to look this thing up. What does it look like?
It's an okapi. It's actually closest related to a giraffe. It's half horse, half zebra.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's not a crossbreed. It's just it's a.
No, it's actual. Yeah, okapi species.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That's crazy, man. What? Okay, so then
I used to work at a zoo.
Oh, that's what's up, man. I actually wanted to become a volunteer once. I never got the chance. My closest was PetSmart. I worked there for a year, so it's a zoo in and of itself. I'm joking. Kind of. Anyway, so what would you say for people who are skeptics? There's no way this guy's real. There's no way. What would you say to not necessarily convince them, but maybe help them have a freer thinking mind?
Oh, that's a great question. What I would say to them is a world with the possibility of Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster is far superior to one without.
That's amazing.
It's a great answer. One cool thing, Mike, about Trey is that Trey wants to be a voiceover guy, and I keep on working on him about this. But
that's my life's goal, pretty much.
For that, Trey, I need a cool voice announcer thing about Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot now.
Me?
Yeah, go for it.
What? Give me some content. What do you want me to say?
I have a new show out where I go on a date with Loch Ness.
What the freaking
Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot, and I decide which one I want to marry again.
What? How am I supposed to go off that? I don't have a script.
I'm sorry. I thought it was funny. I didn't really have anything else.
1 second.
All right, he's working on it.
This is all freestyle.
This is what our show does. It's to put both of us in weird places.
This is freaking weird. Okay. Are you questioning reality? Do you think there's things that go bump in the night that you could possibly have a relationship with? Well, join Jason Riley as he tries to get wet and wild with Nessie. But wait, there's more. A competitor out there with big feet. You heard it here first, folks. Sasquatch is competing against Nessie to take this hunk out, Jason Riley. Tune in on our next episode of Wet and Wild with Jason Riley as he tries to take out the Ness and the Squatch.
Could you imagine like going over to like the place with flowers, be like, please, I just want to date.
They stare at you and they pick up a rock, and you're like,
And
well,
just hit me. Yeah. The sad part is that's how real dates work out for me too. So
the next one is Jason's going over to Loch Ness, and then you just see a form come out of the water. He does the exact same thing, but just gets whipped off screen. Just what? Show is sorry, folks. The show is actually canceled. Jason is dead. Anyway. Oh my gosh.
Oh well, the comments just blew up all of a sudden.
Right. Oh wow, okay. Mr. Gameawa is coming through. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? He's asking how we've been. I've been pretty good. I can't complain. Got a great show going so far. Mike's been an amazing guest. And then Jaime's coming through. He says hello. No names. Oh, he means this, Jason. The thing we've been popping up during. I'm glad you could join the show, Jaime. Jason made that. It's a dope little animation. And then Jaime's saying big feet or long necks. Oh, that's
nice.
the show. That's the show. Big feet or long necks.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's great. Man, we just made it happen. So.
Oh my God, we should probably move on, Jason.
Trey, that was great. I did not expect that good. Nice choice.
Thanks, man. I had no idea what I was gonna say. It was all improv.
Is there anything, Mike, that you want to be able to pitch or not pitch? What is it? Plug? Anything you want to plug or tell people about? Yeah.
Well, we got new season 5 is coming out. Actually, I haven't announced it yet, but it's coming out the end of next February. So you heard it here first, folks. End of this coming February is going to be season 5. It's going to be released. That's cool. We went all over. And then I'm actually going down to Florida in a couple of weeks, next week, actually. So if any of your listeners live in Florida and have seen maybe a Bigfoot or know somebody that have seen a Bigfoot, let me know through the subscribe thing down there and through our social media, and maybe we can get you guys on the show for an interview. So that'd be really cool.
Yo, yes, that would be sick, man. I'm down.
Have you?
I'm just kidding.
Or if you want to come to Florida, you're more than welcome
I'm
to.
down.
Trey.
I'm there.
I mean,
I'm playing.
That's funny. Well, and I think it's. He said no. He didn't mean no names. He meant no mames.
No mames is what it goes down. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Mames.
I don't know what that is either, guys. I'm super confused. Hey Trey, I think it's that time.
What time are you talking about?
Time for you to finally admit that you want to go on a date with Nessie.
I mean, I'm not against it. Just kidding. I am joking. I think you're talking about. It's time for question of the day. This is actually okay. I tried to stop it, but Jason wants to keep it going. It's fine. This is one of my favorite parts of the show, where we actually pull from our audience. Oh, wait, no one sent us a question of the day. So we have to go to our favorite tweeter, at iGreenGod. And we've never had him on the show before. It's okay. He probably has no idea. We'll find out a way.
I'll ask him. See what's up.
Yeah, he says. We've already done. I feel like he said that one before. What's the strangest thing you've ever eaten? What is the strangest thing you have ever eaten?
I had at camp one time. I had a little grub from a tree.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Fresh. Just like take it right
very
out.
fresh. Yeah, well, I did cook it. I cooked it.
Really?
I've had gator before. Gator is very, very good. I suggest it.
Dude, I want to try it. I've never had it.
Chewy chicken. It's amazing.
Interesting. I'm totally down. Before we move on, what did it taste like? The grub.
Nothing. It was small, so it didn't really have like a little too much of a. I didn't try to taste it, to be honest. I mean, it's not.
Did you have to eat it to survive, or like
no,
you're just trying
no,
it because of a dare?
Or? I'm like a big. So when I get into bigfooting, I also get into a lot of other stuff like fishing and hiking and stuff like
Sure.
that. But I also get into survival stuff. So I know that's part of survival stuff, and I know it's not gonna. If I have to do it, I have to do it. I mean, why not?
Cool.
Yeah.
Jason, you want to go first or next?
Yeah. I mean, mountain oysters.
Oh God.
Woo.
And you got tricked into eating them, right?
Definitely got tricked into eating them. Yes.
I think I remember you talking about that. That is the grossest thing ever, bro. What did they taste like?
Don't remember. I think I puked.
What did your pukes taste like?
I mean, I've had some really awesome stuff, but that's one of the weirdest. I mean, I've had a really delicious black garlic steak sauce that was intensely awesome.
Okay.
And so it's pretty much garlic that has been fermented, and for like 3 months. It sits in like a little chamber, and then it gets all the way black, and so it's sweet.
Interesting.
It's a Chinese ingredient, but I had a steak place in Denver, and they did a delicious thing with that. But yeah, mountain oysters probably. But I decided to add some flavor to the thing with the other story.
Interesting. Okay. I have had durian before. It was one of the weirdest things I've ever eaten. It is I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's an Indian fruit, and it looks like a giant porcupine, and you crack it open and it smells like a fart. It literally smells like straight methane. It's not necessarily like someone just cropped us in the room. It just smells very wrong. And like, this is not how fruit's supposed to smell. And, I had it, and it wasn't I tasted it, and it wasn't the worst thing I had ever tasted. It just, I wouldn't put that in my breakfast, like on a plate for my breakfast. And on the same day, my friend had balut for the first time. Oh, yeah. And balut, do you know what balut is, Mike? It is.
No.
Okay, it's Filipino street food, and it is a cooked duck embryo. No, a duck fetus. That you crack open the egg, you drink the juice inside, and you swallow the whole thing. So that is, yes, and I almost threw up. Wow. Here's the thing. He didn't eat it cooked. It was raw. He didn't cook it. And somehow he didn't get sick. Whatever. It was really, I almost gagged. I actually
That's
recorded
disgusting.
It. Yeah.
Now, he did 2, not just 1. It came in 2s. Anyway, yeah. Oh, Jaime's coming in. He said, yum. He said, I've always balut. I don't know.
Keep
He
going.
knows what it is. It's fermented duck egg. Not swallow, eat. He did swallow it, Jaime.
No, he's saying that you enjoy it and not just swallow it.
Right. I mean, hey, people eat things differently. I'd have to do a little bit more research from what I know. That's what happens, but he could be right. He's probably right. Anyway, so that was the question of the day segment. Boom.
All right, so Mike, now it's time where me and Trey are going to make up a song for you. What would you like the song to be about?
Bigfoot, obviously.
Cool.
Right. Sounds good. I was hoping you'd say that because I'm ready.
Let's go.
But if you changed your mind, I was going to be ready for that too. So here we go. As I said, I'm going to be doing a new thing. So if my voice is not right, please, Jaime or somebody else, mention it to me so I can turn it up. So it should be fun.
Before we start, Mike, do you have a stage name that you use? Have you used in the past? Somebody gave you a nickname in the past? If we were to announce you right now, what would that stage name be?
Mike?
Just Mike?
Yeah, Mike. No, that's it.
Okay, cool. Easy enough. All right, Jason, you ready?
I'm ready.
Yo, we got DJ sound effects, Mike and Scout the Psalmist on the mic.
Let's get it.
Oh, wait a second. Why am I in this cave? All I wanted to do was go on a date, and now I'm in a cave? What's happening? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I try to write this own song. See, I went on a date one day. It was just a little thing on blind wait. I wrote away a little line leaf. I can't say why. I was looking back and I didn't want to try. Then it said, meet me in the woods of this place, and I did it. And I waited for a second on my face. Then I heard some noises. They were kind of weird, like some rocks being thrown. I could never fear, only if it was the time that me could be. I started hearing things being thumping around, B, like something on a tree. I'm not really sure what I'm doing if I really can't believe it was all the same, never in my brain main, only if I get it, but the question's insane. Oh, but now I sit back, then I hear another whap, then I fall back, open up my eyes and I'm in a cave, not sure what I'm doing today. Oh, now I get it, ooh, now I get it, ooh, now I get it, ooh, now I get it, ooh. I went on a date, now I'm in a cave. Went on a date and I'm in a cave. Went on a date, now I'm in a cave. Went on a date, now I'm in a cave. Now what happened is I woke up, I see there was a big hairy thing in front of me. It was a Bigfoot. Yes, it was a she. I was very happy about that. A little C, only if I couldn't go. It was like this. I was like, oh no. She was like, ooh, would you like some tree? I was like, wait, what does that mean? I never be. It was like a slow roasted tree bark. It was pretty tasty. I could never even restart. Only if I couldn't say it was the same. She was like, how you doing? I'm like, great today. You look very pretty in that dress. Yeah, Bigfoot wears a dress. I'm just saying that I can't confess, only if I see less little things that I can't break it on the late. But the one thing I didn't know about, I started hearing things all crazy like, ow, started hearing some stomping and some bumps. Not really sure what was going on in the swamp, but then her husband just straight ran inside, and I was freaking out, didn't know what's gonna buy. Am I gonna get eaten by a Bigfoot, bro? I'm not even sure what I'm doing if I go, so I started to run. But I don't go very fast because I'm kind of small. If I can't react, and I get what I can't, taking them through. Now I'm looking back because I still can't do. And I started running, and the Bigfoot chasing me because I went on a date with his wife, G. And he wasn't very happy about that. Started hearing rocks hit me in the back. Then I ran and I ran. Luckily, I never even get it with the stand. And then I started breathing, only if I couldn't be. Then I heard I was home, yes sirree. But then I got a phone call, yes huh? Then I got a phone call, yes huh? I was in a cave, went on a date. I was on a cave, went on a date. And now I'm married to Bigfoot, hey. And now I'm married to Bigfoot, hey.
That was awesome.
That's really good, Jason. Good stuff. Good stuff.
That turned out very good. Well, right when I was looking into voice mod, it had the cave effect, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be hilarious."
Oh, that'd be great. That was
if
great.
I say I'm in a cave, but then all the other stuff just as our conversations went, that brought for a. But luckily for me, Mike told me all the cool details that would make that song more fun.
That was perfect.
That was awesome.
I'm glad you liked it. I said, I love when I do something and Trey starts laughing. Then I know I'm doing it right, because the worst part is he's trying to beatbox and he's trying, but he's laughing.
I have to keep continuing. Sometimes I stop, but I go back into it. But yeah, you got me. It was pretty good. I was like, he's like, hey, I mean, she might wear a dress. You don't know. When you, I don't know.
That's
For those
where my story
who've
came
not
from.
seen Sasquatch, you don't know what they wear.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know their life. Oh, I forgot to show that cool thing. You did send me a cool picture of what is this that we're looking at?
This is a Bigfoot Mobile Command Center.
Oh,
Wow.
snap.
That's
Can't you
my
read? Gosh, Jason.
that is my my car where I can sleep in it. I got all the things to charge the cameras for my show. I could like survive in that thing for a month, no problem, like without going to the store. It has that
Wow.
much capabilities in it. Yeah, it's got literally everything. So if you see that going down the road, that's me.
Ask for a ride.
You've got some MREs? I'm
Yeah,
assuming
of course. Yeah, yeah,
a ton of them. That's awesome.
bunch.
That's what's up,
Yeah.
man. I'm not gonna lie. I actually like MREs.
They're not bad. Not bad.
I'm fine with you. Well, thank you so much, Mike, for being on the show. Thank you for everybody listening to the show, watching the show. If you're actually listening to the podcast, make sure you come and check us out live on Mondays at 8 p.m. CST. Join in on the conversation. We love that, especially if you've been listening for a while on the podcast. You can go find us on at flowsforyou.com, which is an amazing website. You can go to our YouTube, and it's just Flows for You. Just search that, you'll find it. There's the new little video logo that I made. But yeah, then you can go to any of our Instagram or TikTok, Flows for You or Flows for You Pod, and say what's up, and let us know if you want to be on the show or anything like that. But again, if you want to be here live, it's Mondays at 8 p.m. CST. Go to our Facebook, Flows for You, and come enjoy. Trey, is there something I'm forgetting?
Well, basically, what I want to tell all of our listeners and followers is we need your questions of the day. I love using @iGreenGod, but we want to hear your all's voices. We want to hear the funniest questions. We want to hear the serious questions. But we'll try to do our best. But we need them from you, and we want to hear from you guys. And that's pretty much it.
All right. And so, Mike, we have a closing ritual that we do here. And Trey is not a freestyle rapper, but he's a fun guy. And what he's going to do, yes, he is a mushroom. But what he is going to do is that you're going to give him 3 words, and he's going to make a T-Pain style song for you for your enjoyment. And then we'll play the outro video. And then if you could stay on just for a few minutes so we could talk after the show, that'd be cool. And but that's how the show's going to end. Sound good?
Absolutely.
All right, so give Trey 3 words.
All right.
Phrases or words.
Let's do road trip, Florida, and then Sasquatch.
Perfect. Wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, so before we begin, I don't know what's going to happen. It's all freestyle. I cannot say it's going to be good. I can't say it's going to be bad, but here goes nothing.
It's going to be funny.
It's loading. It's taking its time.
Yeah.
So
Fine.
for some reason, this effect takes longer than most.
It's fine.
Let's get it, let's go.
Mike, you've been a phenomenal guest. Thank you so much for being on the show. We've had some laughs. We've had some really cool stories that you told us. But this is our outro. Flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Let's get it.
Yes, baby, let's go. Take me on a road trip down south, baby, going to Florida. Let's make it rip. Go down to Florida. That's where Mike got started. Looking for the Squatch, man. Looking for the Squatch, known as Bigfoot. Bigfoot. He might have a name, or she might have a name. We don't know. He's pretty famous though. Let's keep on going, yo. Hopefully you don't last too long in the woods because you might get some hair on your back, maybe everywhere. Then you might be the new Sasquatch Mike's looking for. Okay, man, let's keep on going. Trying to open my phone so I can look at the words. Okay, yeah, baby, let's go on down to Florida. Hey, take them all down. Let's go exploring, yeah. Okay, let's keep on going. Hey, we might find Nessie on the way. Just kidding, she's in Loch Ness. We gotta go a far away. I don't know what to keep on saying, but that's about it. Jason, take us home. That was legit. Okay.
Thank you guys for spending time with us this wonderful day. Can't wait to see you next week where we have a surprise guest because I don't know who it is. Please, thank you so much for being here. We can't wait to see you next week. Thank you so much again, Mike, and everybody else.
Yeah.
Peace to the out. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, baby. Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you.